Hello and welcome to the January 25th meeting of the Boulder Arts Commission. Before we get started, I'd like to read a land acknowledgement. The City of Boulder Arts Commission acknowledges the City of Boulder is on the ancestral homelands and unceded territory of Indigenous peoples who have traversed, lived in, and stewarded lands in the Boulder Valley since time immemorial. Those Indigenous nations include the Arapaho, Cheyenne, Kiowa, Sioux, Ute, and others. Our benefit from this land came at a dire cost to the Indigenous people, and we give thanks to them. Are there any changes to the agenda for tonight?
One addition during matters from commissioners.
Great, thank you, Ebony. Let's see, is there a motion to approve the agenda? Thank you. Is there a second? Thank you. All in favor? Thank you. For approval of the minutes from the November meeting, and just to be clear, we did not have a December meeting, so we're just looking at the November minutes. Are there any changes or additions to the minutes? Kathleen.
I make a motion to approve.
Is there a second? Oh, yeah, thank you. Any discussion? Great, all in favor? Great, thank you. Passes unanimously. Thank you, everybody. Matt, is there any public participation tonight?
We have no one signed up to speak.
Okay, great. Thank you. So without any further ado, let's get into it. Ladies and gentlemen, we'll start with number 4, the grants program. Let's see, Lauren, you want to?
Yes, sure. Hold on one second. Just going to share my screen here. There we go. So thank you all for reviewing the documents that I sent to you via email in advance of the meetings. The first one for discussion. Oh, my bad. It's reversed on the agenda. Sorry. Let's go this way. Okay. The first for discussion are grant reports. So we have 2 reports that are new this month, the Greater Boulder Youth Orchestras and Modus Theater. And then we have responses from Betsy about previous questions that we sent in November. So for these reports, you have the option to approve all of the reports, approve individual reports with outstanding questions, not approve individual grant reports and cancel the final 20%, or postpone approval of individual reports pending the answers to any specific questions. So I will give it back.
Thank you. Let's see, how do we feel about perhaps doing 1 and 2 together and separating number 3? Is that what we're doing? Cool. So I guess we'll start with a motion and then we can have discussion. Is there a motion to approve 1 and 2? That would be the Greater Boulder Youth Orchestra and Modus.
I'm going to make the motion to approve Greater Boulder Youth Orchestra and Modus.
Thank you, Ebony. Do I have a second?
I'll second.
Thank you, Kathleen. Any discussion?
Just really minor comments. So the Greater Boulder Youth Orchestra, I wanted to comment. It was really exciting to read about and see pictures of the fiddler group. I don't know if y'all saw pictures of these little kids with these huge instruments, but I was like, hi, it's so cute. And it's also really fantastic to hear that the Student Leadership Council is providing a fruitful pipeline for the board of directors. I thought that was an excellent use of an exemplar of the community cultural plan and really developing talent here in the city. And then for Modus Theater, just a big congratulations on increasing Boulder's capacity to initiate civic dialogue, awareness, and participation. Their entire grant report really spoke to those issues. And I was just so grateful to be part of a city that sponsors and feeds into this amazing work.
I think anyone else? I'll just put in my 2 cents. I think Modus is kicking butt.
Yeah.
I just love everything they're doing. It's just, it blows me away.
I keep topping themselves.
Yeah, exactly. They keep like reinventing and inventing new things, and it's just wonderful witnessing that. Like as they're learning, we get better and better stuff. It's unbelievable. So just thank you to Modus and of course all the other grant recipients. But I just wanted to do a special shout out to Modus for doing such a nice job. Anybody else? All right. All those in favor of the motion on the table? Great. Are we looking at people on the screen or is?
So we don't have Maria signed in yet, so there's no.
Okay.
No commissioners on screen.
Okay, great. Thank you. That was, I believe, unanimous. So thank you, everybody. Looking at number 3. Let's see. Where do we want to start with that one? Do we want to start with a motion or is anybody real hot to get into a discussion before the motion?
I would just be curious to hear, I know that you had the initial questions, so I just wanted to hear whether you particularly felt like those were addressed in the response.
Heather did a really good job, a very thorough overview of addressing pretty much everything that we covered in the meeting. So I really appreciate the thoroughness there, as well as the inclusion of the link to the Amelia survey so we could see what we were talking about. That was very helpful.
Would somebody, I feel comfortable, I think, going into a motion, hearing that. So would somebody like to make a motion? And again, it's those various options that are.
I just want to say first
Yeah.
that I read through Heather's report a couple times and just kind of slowed down and thought about it. And I thought she says the phrase, especially when households of color opt out of returning surveys. This was the thing I think that we reacted to as a commission. That was not intended to place blame on anyone. Instead, it refers to Betsy's difficulties in trying to get an accurate perception of the size of non-white audiences we are reaching. This is something that Heather has brought up in the past. And in fact, other arts organizations have brought up in the past is that they're expected to produce a lot of data, but they don't know how to get the data. And if people don't respond to surveys, then they really can't get the data, right? And I don't think that any harm was intended. I think that it just came out wrong. And I think that I certainly understood that you should make every effort you can to get as a diverse survey responses as possible, but sometimes that is very hard. And the way it was worded just sounds like there was some blame attached, right? And I think that Heather has explained there was no intention there. So I'm perfectly okay with approving the grant. So with that, I would be happy to make a motion. This is the final payment for this grant.
Before we hop into that, Bruce, do you mind if I respond?
How do we do it when we're waiting? What's that?
Colloquy on us.
Oh, what?
Responding to a statement or an action before you move on to the next thing. So,
Because there's a motion
right,
that's waiting for a second.
right. So
Yeah.
Colloquy on what just was said so that you don't move on from the topic before a commissioner gets to say what they need to say.
Okay. That's my new word for today. Yes.
Awesome. Also, I feel like Robert from Robert's Rules would just be kissing you all over. In kind of response to what Commissioner Kathleen just said, I always say this, I'm so grateful we're on the commission together because I think we really balance each other out. Because I actually kind of would even call to what Bruce mentioned earlier about Modus Theater and their fantastic report where they have the data. So yes, we can be forgiving, we can be understanding and compassionate to other organizations, but if someone's kicking it out of the park and they're doing what we ask and they have the data to back it up, can we not expect that from everyone who's also receiving similar amounts and even greater amounts of money over time? I think the other piece there is exactly what you said. I don't think that the language was intentional, but unconscious bias, which I'm not saying that's what this is, unconscious bias, accidental racism, any other term we want to use in 2023, we as the Boulder Arts and Culture Commission have a duty and responsibility to not aid that. whatever we can do to stop that and call it out is important. And I think it's part of our responsibilities as being by city council. So although I'm grateful to hear your perspective on that, I do think it's a call to Betsy and all organizations that if you say something that smells like racism, we're going to call it out. Even in this case, it doesn't seem like that was the intention and that wasn't the root, but try harder, do better, be better, Boulder.
Eloquently said. Thank you.
I just have an observation that I would add to it, and I think that there is this distinction and possibly distinction between what these two organizations are measuring, where one is doing front of house audience and the other is doing actors who were involved in programming or artists who were involved in programming. There's a much different rate and ability to get demographic data from those two audiences. And I don't think that we necessarily can expect there to be apples to apples comparisons on those two. So I just want to draw that distinction because Heather's is making note that they have a difficulty having audiences particularly respond to surveys. And to your point, maybe there are different metrics that can be also measured aside from audiences. I just think that when we're comparing reports, we should be clear that we are looking to compare apples to apples.
Yeah. I mean, I wonder if the Arts Commission, staff could help come up with like best practices. Okay.
Best practice of the data gathering.
Yeah, especially when we're always, as commissioners, we're always looking for, how much participation, how many people of color showed up to this event.
Yeah.
So maybe we can help people with, here's some tips on trying to collect data. I don't know.
It's a great idea.
And I almost wonder if folks from and other organizations like Modus have best practices they wouldn't mind sharing with other grant recipients or just our entire community.
Right.
I don't think it's a stretch too far to ask someone who just received a GOS grant to help out a little bit in that way.
Yeah, I don't think there's any need to reinvent the wheel. There's got to be like cool ways people are doing this, thinking outside the box, and let's do it. Let's try this and see if that works. So I think if we could survey some other places that are doing it well, even just local organizations that are doing it well, maybe we can figure out and help our organizations by giving them some tips and tricks. Do you want to?
Oh, wait, you're done with the actions.
Okay. Let's see. So any other? So your word there, have we get back to getting a second?
So you have a motion, now you need a second.
Okay, yeah. Thank you. Any more discussion? Okay, all those in favor? Thank you. Any opposed? Any abstentions? All right, yeah. All right, thank you very much.
So I appreciate the action there and just wanted to say that we'll take this back to staff meeting and see if perhaps the upcoming cultural summits, leadership summits would be a good topic. I think you're right. There are people who are doing great work in this area. There's a lot of existing, strategies and tactics that we can share, and some resources, and learning from each other, I think is good too. But we'll make it. And I'm going to ask Lauren to speak as well.
I can raise a physical hand now, like, hey. I'm checking my camera and sitting there. Hello. Also, we sponsor the Boulder County Arts Alliance to host their Business of the Arts series, which is excellent. And I know that it's one of the topics for this year because they've put them all out. I don't believe it's been published yet, but it's one of the topics that they're going to be posting about this year.
Okay,
Yeah.
great. And the Arts and Culture Office, I assume, is still a member of the Americans for the Arts.
Mhm.
So maybe they have some best practices we could take a look at, just kind of see what people in other places are doing.
Yeah.
Yeah, and just find out what works best. And yeah, that's great. Thank you. Okay, Lauren, what else you got?
Sure. Next we have.
Yeah.
Next, we have the deadline extension request. So Pro Music, this is another piece that was included in your, hi Maria. This was another piece you received per email. And I brought this to the commission, which is our practice that after 2 extensions, then we bring it back to the commission for your approval. So this is the Pro Musica Arts Education Grant for diverse performances. And you have the option to approve the extension request, to not approve the extension request and cancel the final 20%. Or postpone approval of the extension pending any answers to specific questions. She was not able to join us tonight because she's having a concert right now, so I can send along any questions that you have if there are any.
I'll start. So help me to understand what's really happening here, because it seemed like there was over a year in between the last request and this current request. So a whole year, and then she's been sick this last month. So what about the other 11 months in terms of getting stuff done? I'm just, is there more to the picture than meets the eye? Anything we need to know here?
You did look at an extension request for this grant that she brought to the commission in September. Or a report that she brought in September, to which it was like, oh, I'm gonna be doing more work, but this is my like partial report. Do you guys remember that?
Yes.
And I just said, okay, I'm gonna go, we'll just extend this, which we granted, y'all granted an extension, I think y'all. The formal y'all, so the Arts Commission granted an extension. So this is, so she was approved in, I believe it was in September. And it sounds like she's just having challenges because they have not been able to rehire after COVID, not been able to rehire an executive director, something that they're working on. And I know that since it is an arts education grant and they were working in schools, they had massive challenges, as all of our arts education grantees have, and lots of organizations and artists and individuals, because of the not being able to get into schools, and then so much turnover. Who do you talk to at the schools, right? And we have a better pathway now, right? We have a great connection at the district level, but I get the feeling that it's just some like logistical, and then that COVID piece, like, just really messed with her timing of things. And she's like hosting concerts this week and tonight, so they're obviously still doing work amidst all of this. But that's the kind of sense that I get.
To add on to what Lauren is saying, I think that one of the issues was that Pro Musica wanted to change their grant. They wanted to, because they hadn't been able to meet with like Muse and work with those students, they wanted to do an online education program. And we pushed back on that and said, this was an education grant where you've been working directly with students, schools have opened up. What can you do to work with the Muse students? So what I hear in her most recent letter is, unfortunately, I couldn't do it in December. You know, I don't have support for the organization at this moment. I'd like to work with the Muse students because I think that's happening now. And I also am aware that Muse has just opened up in lots of schools again. That was through an email I received recently. So I think things are starting to come together. So Pro Music can actually work with those students. That's what it sounds like, over the next couple of months, and then finish their report to us. So it sounds like maybe we'll all come together. That's my hope, that we'll all come together in the next couple of months. The intention of the grant actually, ending, wrapping it up nicely. So I was happy to hear that. I just hope it does. I hope we don't hear again that there's some other permutation.
Well, that's what I'm trying to avoid.
I know.
I don't want to like make an ultimatum. That just
Like,
sounds
right,
quite
but-
right. But how
many times?
How many times? Yeah.
Need to hear about this.
Right.
Right. I don't know what you would ask for, other than we look forward to hearing about your collaboration with.
Right.
And what does that look like now?
Yeah, I mean, this is from several years ago, a couple of years ago. So I think it, I don't want to do tough love, but I want to just move on to like new people and their grants.
Right.
So
What if we do like, okay, we look forward to hearing from you on May 25th, and this will be your last extension.
We'd like to hear the details of how you worked. how you were able to collaborate with these. So I think that reinforces that we're still asking you to do this, you know.
Yeah, yeah,
You don't have much time now, but we're asking you to do this.
right.
I mean, I would feel comfortable with that, but
Okay. Does that need to be put in the form of a motion?
No, I think you could just say that's a note to staff to carry forward.
Okay,
Yeah,
you capture that?
Yes, yeah,
Okay.
it's being recorded, so yeah.
Okay, oh, that's right. The old playback.
I mean, probably wordsmith that, but I guess the point is to just to underline that we expect you to work with youths and we look forward to hearing about your, finally to hearing about it.
Okay,
so if I could make a suggestion, perhaps we could carry forward a practice from the pandemic where we were expecting a lot of these and what we decided to do was to assign a commissioner to be copied on that email. And another thing we say in the email is, what can we do to be supportive of getting this done on time? And, you know, that might just be a measure of goodwill, but they might come back and say, actually, here's where I'm having a problem. And maybe we could, you know, come up with solutions through that. So.
okay, so you'll CC the liaison.
Right, I was just thinking that I need to pull up my liaison list.
Right.
Right, but I don't want to right now because
In the moment. All right, so would anybody like to make a motion of one of those three options?
I move to approve the Pro Musica extension.
Okay, is there a second? Thank you, Ebony. Any further discussion? All right, all those in favor?
Oh, so you also have Maria, but she can't be seen because of this. So Maria, if you want to turn on your, okay.
There she is.
Hello.
Hi,
Hi, everyone.
Maria. Okay, so that was that a
That's
yay or
a,
nay?
that's a yay.
Okay, so the vote is unanimous. Thank you, everybody. Lauren, anything else?
no, thank you.
Okay. Great, let's see. We are 4 items here. Very excited. So matters from commissioners. So we'll add Ebony as like letter C, unless you want to go first. So the use of ARPA grant funds. So as we all know, council is trying to help us give out additional funds. And there's been a lot of discussion about how those funds should be used. So I'd like to ask Matt to kind of walk us through where we're at with that.
Great. So real briefly, just to summarize what's in the packet is that staff has been working with council over the past few years on the distribution of the federal grant that's been received from the American Rescue Plan Act. This latest conversation is centered around their meeting on December 1st when staff made a proposal for additional funding to go to the Arts Grants Program and ask council for clarification on their priorities. There was a couple of responses to that. They were interested in the affordability of venues. They were interested in the artists in our community and the fact that they're still not recovering at the same rate as the rest of the economy. And then a few council people expressed an interest in supporting some nonprofit organizations, especially the ones that had gotten up and spoken during the meeting with very passionate words about the situation that they're in. What happened in the course of that conversation is that council asked that the staff recommendation of $150,000 actually be expanded from whatever source to a total of $250,000. Part of the staff recommendation is that the staff works with the Art Commission to decide how that gets divided in keeping in mind council's priorities. And so the plan is after this conversation tonight, we're going to capture the kind of what you say in a memo that's going back to council for what's called an adjustment to base. It's a budget adjustment that's happening next month. And council's motion will be the final approval for staff to spend that.
Okay.
And when I looked at the video, thank you for including the video of that. And my kind of sense was that the council was leaning more toward GOS funding with that extra $100,000. Was that your sense also, or?
Actually, I had the opposite.
You had the opposite.
I counted 2 council people who spoke up and specifically said that. No one spoke against that. Right. But we weren't able to establish a majority that said that versus some of the other issues that, and part of that just might be an artifact of the staff recommendation was there and everyone was saying like,
Yeah.
thumbs up, but
And our initial recommendation was to focus on the venues and the rehires.
correct, yeah.
For other recommendation, their priorities.
Yeah.
So what options do we have to vote on tonight?
So I don't know,
I have a question, actually. I wondered, could we ask for, I would be interested in supporting the 5 organizations that did not receive GOS funding. And I believe if you'll refresh our memories, was it 192,000?
yeah, so in looking at,
Actually, do we have, Lauren, do you have like a slide to put up that has all this stuff?
no, we don't.
No, sorry.
Oh, okay. All right.
Yeah, so if I may interrupt.
Yeah, no, absolutely. Yeah.
Well, so yes, we had identified at the request of a council member, 5 organizations that you had all voted on that scored reasonably well, but were not able to receive funding because the budget wasn't high enough to fund all of those.
Squared above the threshold.
Yeah. And so, those 5 organizations, if I remember how this works correctly, it was oh no, I'm not going to say this right. There was some from each category. One category had 2, but we calculated that out. It would take $192,000 to fund all 5 of those organizations for the remaining 2 years of the GOS cycle.
We have done this previously.
Yes.
We've done this after the first GOS year where city council has given us more money and we put it toward GOS.
And so that was 2017 and it was very specific. They said they wanted it to go to.
How far would the additional $100,000, if we decided to put that all towards GOS, how far would that go down the list?
We would have to re-examine that. I would say that we would have to come back to you to make some choices. Now, we could go by score, but I think that alone is not going to be able to discern it. So we would have to come back to you at the February meeting with a list for you to make a motion on if we were to do that. Just off the top of my head, that equals, 2 large organizations, right, Lauren?
Mhm.
So that's the sort of scale we'd be looking at.
And if we were to take the 192,000 off the top to fund those 5 organizations for 2 years, that would leave us, that was correct, 58,000.
Yes.
And could we then apportion that for one or both of the other intentions of employing artists, and it's not a grant to artists, right? It would be.
Well, yeah, it's in the grants program. We call it an incentive, but.
So one would be a venue, it would be venue money,
Right.
and then 2 would be grants to others.
So one thing I'll say, just to slight redirection on that, is you basically are with a nodding agreement, making a recommendation. Staff will then take that. We may make a different recommendation. The staff recommendation may be different, but we'll include your advice with.
Yeah, I want to hear Caroline and then I want to hear the staff recommendation.
I have a philosophical issue with redirecting money out of the $150,000 that we've already talked about putting towards venues and rehiring artists. We made that decision based on council's priorities, very clear priorities, that those are the two things that we put money toward. And also what I heard them talking about in that meeting was asking you questions about, well, if we give you extra money, that will immediately go to like filling the queue, like you're still gonna have not enough money for these priorities we've set. So I am really hesitant to redirect any of that $150,000. And I personally would be more unless I hear something different, I'm still open, but in my mind, that additional $100,000, as much as the need for general operating support is, it's in my mind, in line with council's vision and, the needs of the money to put it into those two programs. But I would love to hear what staff is.
I do second Caroline.
And I'm probably leaning in that direction as well.
And I'd like to make the point that when you give GOS grants, they support artists. So it is direct support for artists.
Yeah.
And over a 2-year period, and it shores up those organizations that have been hard hit. So I also wondered, my other question was, is there any chance that the city would give us more money?
So you can definitely make that recommendation. I'm not the budget office. I can't say how that might work. What I do know is that, council directed the budget office to look at all sources for funding this. So I think that there's an increased ability for staff to respond. But if you were to all not provide nodding agreement to a statement like, you prefer to fully fund that 192,000 and the venues and artist fund, then that's what would go in the memo.
For 450,000. So how much would that add to? Only 42,000. They added an additional 100,000, so an additional 92,000.
Go Kathleen with the numbers.
I mean, yeah, so if you were to say there's the 250 artists and venues, great, and we need an additional 192,000, that would be 442,000. You could also say, like you were just mentioning, $250,000, $150,000 to artists and venues, 100,000 general operating support, but we need another 92 to fill that in. Those are options you have to speak to.
So staff recommendations.
So I actually don't know what the staff recommendation might be because we still need to talk with the budget office. They were actually waiting for this meeting to make any calls on that. What I can say is that we have no trouble carrying forward the staff recommendation made last time, which is responding directly to the majority of council. We're going to put this to venues and to the artist rehiring grant, and we'll work with the Arts Commission on what those amounts are. So that at least is going to be the staff recommendation.
What is it that the budgeting office is hoping to learn from this thing?
Well, it just because our recommendation was going to be to work with you to understand that they're hoping just to hear your thoughts and suggestions. And so that we can craft a staff recommendation, but we'll also put those into the memo. So, council sees it directly. That's what we.
I would love to see if there's, what it would look like just as an option to take the additional 100,000 and put that into the, into some amount of the GOS over 2 years. Maybe we could have the best of both worlds. I know it's not going to reach everybody that was above the line, but we can't fund everybody ever.
But yeah, you're right. Even if it's just one or two of those,
Right.
That's better than zero more. Yeah.
Compromise.
Yeah, it seems like a reasonable middle ground. Maria, anything?
I'm supportive of trying to fund some of those GOS grants because I felt like as we were going through this, some of the same type of organizations were not getting funded. I felt like it was a lot of the music organizations. So I'd like to make sure, and I feel like if we pick up some GOS funding, that will help distribute this more across the community.
Could we get a refresher on which organizations we're talking about?
Boulder Ballet, Boulder Philharmonic.
And then I can't remember the rest of it. Smaller than this.
Is that in order? Like from the first person?
Back.
And I guess we'd have to look at, would we do one extra large and, how would we?
Right. Yeah.
They're so disproportionate.
I'm confused. I thought you just said that we were supposed to put this money towards venues and artists and not the GOS.
That is what I was saying. My follow-up was I would be interested to see what the possibility is. I'm still open to that, but I'm definitely still leaning toward, because it was council's directive that we should keep it in those buckets. But I just feel like I don't have full information, and maybe there's.
But I was also at that meeting, at a meeting I was. And I did hear concern for groups like Boulder Ballet and Boulder. These are important groups to work. And hundreds of people are served, thousands of people attend their productions. They are, they both have national reputations. I'm just looking at the overall importance of these organizations, and the fact that the GOS grant will help their sustainability and also so what I heard from council people is that, oh yes, we want you to do, venues and hiring grants, but also do something about GOS. I mean, I was looking to hear that, but I did hear that, so.
Yeah, I don't want to say just because I was counting voices that your impressions don't matter.
Can I respond to Kathleen again?
Yes. Kathleen, I love our tangos. So I hear you and I agree about some of your points. I also wonder, Boulder Ballet and Boulder Philharmonic were able to gain that national recognition and serve so many people because of continued support from BAC and other organizations. So by serving the venue and artist rehiring for those small organizations, maybe they can one day grow to be as big, as influential as Boulder Ballet and Boulder Philharmonic. So serving someone who's kind of David and Goliath a little bit, serving the big guy who's already big versus helping the little guy get bigger. I just wonder, what are, as was mentioned earlier, what are city council's goals with that?
I don't know that they have. We've never asked them that, because I think we're supposed to focus on that.
I'll put another point in there too. Boulder Ballet and Boulder Philharmonic, those are the classic arts.
Yes.
And they're in there competing with other types of art that I kind of feel like they shouldn't have to be competing with, saying, do we want to sustain classical ballet, or do we want to support this, whatever new contemporary, whatever. It's like comparing apples and oranges and saying which tree we're going to water.
Yeah.
So I have an answer to a previous question. Thanks, Lauren, for putting that together. But the 5 organizations would be Boulder Ballet, Greater Boulder Youth Orchestra, Boulder Philharmonic, Lemon Sponge Cake, Dance, and Big Dream. What I don't know about.
A new small organization.
Yeah.
Well, where do we want to go from here? We need to give nodding approval. It's not a formal vote. So it seems pretty clear there's kind of two choices.
May I make another suggestion?
Please.
You could say both. You can say we have a priority and we prefer this, and if that's not possible, we suggest this.
Our priority would be to gratefully to express our gratitude and also request more money. Would that be our first position?
How has that worked in the past if a commission goes back and asks for more money after getting more money than originally asked for? Like, does that usually turn out well for the commission?
You don't get it much less.
Yeah, and I also kind of have this, remember the sugar tax?
Yeah.
$5 million last year. We had one.
Not only that, Arts are, there's all kinds of research to show that arts are important to people's well and to healing.
Yeah.
So I suppose, we can make a case that we should.
Can the commission write for a grant from the Health Equity Fund?
I will just make a nod to what I heard in the council meeting about how difficult it is for council when they're standing, health and basic needs are not getting fully funded either, so it's not just arts. Everything's important and.
Also rounding back 2 steps, I'd love to call out that Georgia made a fantastic point that maybe should be further looked into during the next, what's that wonderful meeting we have in October, that's 6 hours?
Retreat.
Retreat. I think that's definitely something that should be possibly considered for a retreat item about, does it make sense for the classical arts to compare to Modus or the Big Dream? Those are, like you said, apples and potatoes.
So Matt, just to go back to your suggestion that we could ask for both, what were you thinking that we meant by that?
So what I believe I heard the conversation turning to was there's an idea that additional funding be added for GOS. Let's say that 92,000 plus the extra 100. So I can't remember what I said that amount was. So 342,000, then you would be able to tell council with that funding, we can address your concerns about venues and the artist hiring incentive as was described in the staff recommendation, and have enough funding to the last 2 years for those 5 locations. So you could capture that and say, if that's not possible, here's what we recommend to do with just the. And then you can say either we recommend it's just artists and venues, but I think there's a couple of people saying maybe some GOS funding in there as well. That would be up to you now.
Also, I think Claudia, she emailed us a while back saying that they, as an organization, would be grateful even for a partial GOS.
Claudia from Spool Valley.
So, be an option too.
Oh, you're pulling a Kathleen.
I'll make another, if I can, another pitch
She
for,
can have some, she's talking.
can I make,
Wait, you can hear.
Matt,
Sound way off when we-
can you hear me?
Hold up, Miranda.
Okay, sorry. Can you hear me now?
Hey.
Yay, say. And Matt, I think you made a really compelling argument about, I think it was in October's meeting, about the power of GOS grants to really support organizations in the community. And I think that stuck with me. And so I think a portion of this should be, the foundation of it should be GOS grants. I like the secondary tier being the venue and the rehiring grants, but I think the foundation should be GOS. And I think, again, Matt, it's based on what you presented to us. Maybe that was November's meeting.
Very good.
Yeah, so it does appear like we're almost evenly split. We haven't polled everybody, but it seems generally speaking, we could be evenly divided on how to approach this. Does anybody want to try to sway the other side, as it were? Where do you fall, Yalaid?
I'm I like meeting in the middle, using the original for the originally stated purpose and then the extra amount for GOS. I don't think it has to be all one or the other, because it seems like both things can be accomplished.
Are you okay with asking for even more money?
Yes, I'm always okay with asking for more money, definitely.
The worst they can say is no.
Exactly, yeah.
Cheeky.
Yeah.
When you're gone.
All right, well, let's start maybe with what Yalaid just kind of put on the table. who kind of is leaning that way.
Of giving the remainder to GOS.
Yeah.
Asking first for more money. If
Yeah.
everyone's okay with that.
I'm
And then
that, ask for more money first.
if not, then apportioning that to GOS, but we wouldn't be specific about which
Would need to be.
we wouldn't need to be.
But what I heard, correct me, if I can speak it back to you, is your proposal is ask for more funding.
Yeah.
And then $150,000 to be divided between venues and artists,
Yes,
and the $192,000 to go to GOS.
Yeah.
And if that's not possible, $150,000 to venues and artists, 100,000.
yes,
That
exactly.
calculate? So that's the
Yeah.
proposal on the table.
Yeah.
And you might want to do a straw poll.
Yeah, so I personally like that.
Yeah.
So how do we all feel?
Yeah, I'm actually.
Yeah, Maria? Okay. Yeah. All right, Georgia?
Yes.
Huh? So, good job. Good job.
Bruce, you were the only one who didn't weigh in on that. You agree too?
Oh, totally.
Okay.
Yeah, no, I'm sorry. I thought I said something that's alluded to. Yes, I support that. Say I'm kind of leaning that way.
You did.
So just to wrap this up, if it's okay, what I'll do is I'll listen back to this recording, try and capture that into a few sentences, share with you, Bruce. You can give me a thumbs up that what we said and get that over to the budget office. Is that okay?
So we all feel good?
And then what will we have prepared for February's meeting in terms of helping us allocate that? Is that the meeting we'll have to make that decision?
That is likely. There is a chance that the agendas might get moved in city council. I don't want to promise that 100% yet, but if it all goes according to plan, we will produce a memo. We'll let you know when that gets published and when the meetings are. There's going to be actions in council, the public hearings. And then assuming that is indeed before our February meeting, I will bring this back to you. If it happens to leak over, we're going to have to go to March.
Okay.
Yeah, great. Thank you, Matt. All right, that we all feel good. That's a nice feeling. All right, let's see here. Grants criteria for residence headquarters. Kathleen, you want to walk us through that? And then it's up on the screen too.
Well, just for the purposes of the
Yeah,
conversation.
yeah, I just wanted Kathleen to know it was there.
Yeah, everyone, would everyone mind just refreshing themselves on this? I need to.
So to clarify, Boulder Focus, is that still part of the grants?
No. Boulder Focus was tied into the old language.
Okay, so I wanted, Matt, if you would give us a little context. Yeah, would you mind giving us a little context? When I just as a prefix to that, when I joined the commission in 2016, the cultural plan was fairly new, right? It had just been passed. We started for the cultural plan actually focuses on Boulder for the arts, focuses on our budget going to Boulder. Correct me if I'm wrong.
I will in a minute. Yeah, go ahead.
But already over the next couple of years, we sort of allowed for the possibility and encouraged folks from outside of Boulder to apply for our grants. And so that was kind of, for me, the norm the first couple of years. And then in my mind, things started shifting with the pandemic where we wanted to take care of it. So in my mind, I definitely weighted the grants from Boulder, folks who lived in Boulder or worked in Boulder more heavily, even if it wasn't GOS, because we didn't require anyone else outside of GOS applicants to be, and the ARPA funds, I guess.
Yeah.
To be to be a resident, right? So that wasn't an issue. And we had the Boulder focus, so we could sort of say, yeah, they have a lot of ties. They live in Denver, they work in Denver, but they have a lot of ties with our community and et cetera. So I'm gonna bump them up in the scoring. But then for me, things really changed during the pandemic. And we also, the last couple of years, have spent a lot of time discussing eligibility. I mean, if not every meeting, then every other meeting, and it just kept coming up. It was either with an application or with whatever. Does someone actually live here? Are they working just digitally? How do we know, if they're actually a voter group? So I'm glad that we made changes, but I also want to ask whether we went too far, and if we did, what we do about it.
Thank you. Yeah, before I do that, Lisa,
Because we're
can you
getting.
do me a favor?
That's, for sure.
Can you click on here so we can see Maria while we're doing this in case she raises her hand? Like just the second little square there is fine. Ah, hi Maria, good to see you again. Okay, yeah, so that was accurate. I would just add a little flavor to what's said in the cultural plan is that what the community really asked for was a couple of things. The two which are pertinent are, yes, we definitely want to support our artists, our nonprofit organizations, and the market for their work and the economy that springs from the work that they do and the participation they, sort of foster. The other thing that was clear is that people said they wanted this to be, we want to project Boulder's creative identity out to the rest of the world. We want this to be a great place where people want to come and make their art. And we want to sort of play in the world of the cultural center, play in the same game as the cultural centers of the world, because this is an international arts hub, right? So with all that in mind, the old way of doing it was very open. In 2017, we added the Boulder focus scoring in order to solve a little problem, which was there was no one had applied from New York City, but we imagined this happening, right? And so we wanted a way for the commission to give extra weight to those organizations that were able to be here, right? Now, the definition of be here back then was a little different, right? Because there was an admission in the cultural plan and in discussions that in the county and across the region, the market and the artists, it's a porous border and there's a lot of exchange. And that was reinforced with the artist census and showed that a lot of art forms, except for dance, interestingly, do make a majority of their income from outside of the city limits of Boulder, right? So with all of that in mind, the Boulder focus got refined up until we made the change last year, right? So that is on a track that we think is still a very good one and does a lot of the things that we talk about. And the reason I wanted to linger on that whole story for a second is because what the Boulder focus scoring and what was said in the culture plan is meant to do is the same goal as what we're talking about with the new rule. It's like our goal is to make things better for people in this place, right? And so we're just using slightly different tactics to solve slightly different problems that have the same goal, So interestingly, it's not as, when staff brought the recommendation to keep going with the old, we refined this into a new. That wasn't like a contradiction of staff. It was just an evolution that's what we saw, right? But not without consequences. So what has been happening is exactly what we expected. That there are a handful of organizations that are no longer eligible that we've been funding for a while. And we heard from them. I think we've heard from a total of 3 by staff. Is that accurate? Yeah. Plus the Boulder County Arts Alliance, which provided a letter to everyone. I want to make it clear that that is not an error in the language, that is not confusion about the language, and that is not an error in scoring, right? Like everything is very clear, more clear perhaps than it's ever been, but very restrictive. And so the reason that we're getting complaints about this new rule is because there are organizations that no longer fit into that rule, right? So we need to be able to have that conversation with that context. What we can do about it, to answer the second part of your question, is first of all, nothing right now. So we've had discussions before about some of these things that come up. We have gotten legal advice, and it's also just a reasonable thing to not change things midstream. We already have applications in that are affected by this. Plus the fact that we've built a lot of trust in the community and consistency. And so we are recommending that no changes be made until the 2024 cycle. So with that in mind, we can definitely work on how to go back to the old language, improve the new language, or find something in between. But that would be something that we would start talking about in August. One thing, before I forget, one thing also that we can do right now, Lauren, who has been already talking with all of these groups and is, very good with outreach. We can get a little bit more proactive about that. The extra rule that you put in there that partnerships were allowed is the path in. And so we've already been telling people about that. And for some people that doesn't help, for some people it might, but we can actually reach out, have a conversation with them, propose partners they might reach out to. Maybe people don't understand that the venue that they've rented to do a performance could be a partner, an artist that they're employing who lives in Boulder could be a partner. So there's a lot of ways that we can, address some concerns. So that would be, the one thing that we could do between now and the end of the summer. Did I answer all of your questions and get to the detail you were looking at?
I think you did. I think that was one of my questions for you and Lauren, is whether we are seeing fewer applications because people either aren't clear that they could partner or they're just assuming that they don't qualify. I think it would be a shame if we saw a big drop in applications. On the other hand, I think that we did the right thing, but I think there's also unintended consequences. Unintended.
Also unintended, it's consequences.
Right. So, so I just wondered, in your conversations with organizations, are they getting it that they can partner? I mean, are they seeing a path? Okay.
Certainly,
And it's two parts, because the first part is what's the data show?
Yeah.
Was there a significant drop in applications?
We don't know yet.
we don't know yet. So the first application, well, two parts, sorry. The community projects for organizations, which is generally our biggest category, that's not due until February because we don't have GOS this cycle. So I try to give them more time. So I'm not sure about that one yet, frankly. I've spoken to a few people, a few organizations, actually like Sanssouci, to talk about how they would work out through our new system. Professional development grants, which are individual artists, because this pertains to individual artists also. We're getting similar numbers of applications from what I can tell. It's first come, first serve rate. So we tend to get them towards the beginning. But I've spoken with, there are 8 applicants. I've spoken with 3 of them about this and how to work with this. So, if they're working at CU or how to work within the new framework, right? So I think my concern would be the organizations, the artists that we've never worked with before and that aren't used to or aren't comfortable reaching out to us to talk about, because we hear from lots and lots of organizations that are comfortable with us and they know they can talk to us and artists, right? But it would be the people that would be the new applicants that haven't reached out to us yet, I think would be and we're not going to know because we're not going to know. They're going to read it or potentially misunderstand it and just say well, I just can't apply to that,
So I think our job is to reduce those barriers. And, when I think of partnering with a Boulder-based artist organization, personally, I don't see that as a hardship. I think we need to help them to some extent, maybe by having a link right there on the website, a link where it says that to a list of organizations that have indicated interest that they love to talk to people that are looking for a partner. Sure, we'll talk to you about partnering and hosting your thing, whatever that collaboration is. But I think it's a wonderful thing because now we're furthering that whole concept of collaborating. which is to me, very big in art,
Yeah.
that concept. So I love that we're actually incorporating it.
Out that was one of the first things that he said in one of the first meetings we were in, was to improve collaboration. What can we do about it?
Right. And she also taught me about the data. Trying to be better at that.
I love that suggestion. Is that doable in our grant cycle right now?
I was just thinking about how to do that logistically, which is my MO, right? Like, okay, how do I do that? I think it would, I mean, certainly it's possible. It just depends on how fast I can get organizations and individual artists to respond to that and what we would tell them and what a partnership looks like. I mean, anybody that's asked that I've spoken to, I've tried to talk through them with like, okay, so you have exhibitions at the Museum of Boulder, or a professor at CU, like, come on, right? Like, how can we use the paths that you already have? It's super individualized. So I also just don't want to put a burden onto our organizations to say like, we're going to have all these people reaching out to you from everywhere and anywhere, right?
I think maybe one thing we can do is put on the grant paperwork and the website, put at least, we want to encourage and support you in reaching out by collaboration. So call Lauren and coach you on that.
Yeah, I guess I was just trying to make it so everything wasn't just contact Lauren. I'd like that it's there that would self-direct people to these sources.
Sure. Yeah, well, no, I'm just thinking, I think it might be just in this case faster and sometimes easier, because I think some people, artists and organizations are maybe like, oh, does that count as partnering? That's the other thing, right? That we're talking through, like, what do you consider partnership? What do you consider collaboration? Like, how do you even define what's there? So it is actually, they should just reach out in general to be sure that whatever partnership that they're building, it's not, oh, I'm just gonna like use BCAA's address or something, right?
Sure, and it could be a PDF that they can download or look at that has all this stuff. And, again, just trying to reduce the number of calls and emails you're getting about this. If we can add, well, yeah, but
It's gonna be about something else. Okay.
Carolyn.
One of the things I heard you say was that your concern for right now is that the newer unfunded, ungranted organizations don't even recognize that this collaboration is possible. So maybe that's like an intermediary step for this year while we develop a list or something easy to give people is just like, a link, or I don't know how hard it would be to do one of those little surveys in the beginning. Do you qualify? Do you have an address? And if they say no, just pop them up and onto a list, onto a page that says, have you considered, doing your own research and trying to collaborate with a Boulder organization without giving them the contacts right now? You can leave that like up.
Right.
But maybe that's like a way to address your initial concern of, do they know that's a road forward?
Right, like how do you make sure that they're reading it and like, because there's just different interpretation of what partnered means, right?
I just know for a lot of granting organizations, they have that little survey, like,
Yeah.
to qualify.
Yeah,
I don't think we have that, right?
no.
Yeah.
I have a couple
yeah.
questions.
Oh, go ahead.
Okay, sorry. When you're partnering, if someone, for instance, were to pull a permit to do something in a public space in Boulder, would that count as partnering? So if they had there's the one group that does the mobile theater and they're pulling permits, I assume, to do their performances. Does that count as partnering?
You mean like with Parks and Rec, if they
Correct.
want to do.
No, I don't think so, Maria. I think that strikes me more as standard business procedure. And the city to approve a permit really wouldn't participate in any way, It's just a review and checking a box and releasing a permit, and then we're done.
Taking the money.
Yeah, so
I
I
would view that as much a collaboration as taking Boulder Art Commission money.
I guess it's really important that we define these things. What's the difference between partnering
It's training.
what's the difference between partnering and sponsoring? There's all these little nuances. So I think it behooves us to really get into that and provide definitions.
And
Hold on one second. Maria, did you have anything else?
I think the other thing, and I know we're classic at wordsmithing, but but I think there's a really interesting difference between the old text and the new text. The old text, if I were an artist applying for this, it's open to all, and I'm like, great, keep reading. The new text, the first sentence, I would read that first sentence and I'd say, I'm stopping here, I don't qualify. So I wonder too if we ever go back and revisit the text to put a more, put the more of the parameters at the bottom and more of an entry statement towards the top, if that makes sense. Does that make sense? Lauren looks like she doesn't make.
Oh, yeah. I turned my camera on so Marie can see me, so I'm not just nodding and smiling. And there is text, I apologize, we cropped off a bunch at the beginning, but I do really like the idea of some kind of intro line. That's, I'm trying to remember what's right before that too.
Should
It's
say
like part of a long
You're
thing.
probably eligible.
Yeah. Right. Contact Lauren and she'll like.
what are you seeing now? If anyone's actually using that partnership
Sure.
opportunity, are you seeing letters or what is that? What qualifies? As a-
Well, so I haven't looked, I mean, I can say what I know because of who I've spoken to, and I've recommended, because we ask after this section, we give very specific things like you have to give us a bill or like there's a list of what people can offer. So I said, if you are not like the institution that's applying, like Museum of Boulder, for example, then please get a letter from them that says we are a partner, and then attach that with Museum of Boulder plus their proof. I mean, we know that they exist here in the city, but it's more just to keep it consistent. I'm not, I haven't looked at the other applications yet, right? Because we're not in that eligibility review time just yet. And I'm curious to see what comes up when we start getting the community project grant sense.
But that's one of the things you might suggest if you had a phone conversation with somebody who was trying to figure out whether they were eligible. You might say, just a letter from the organization that will be, hosting you. Whatever.
Oh, sure. Yeah.
Okay.
One call out on that note, and this is the techie in me coming out a little bit. It might behoove us to potentially at the beginning of those calls, start with, do you mind if this conversation is recorded? And, getting that out of the way so that you can then chop up the best of those different conversations, because you're going to have the same conversation 17 to 70 times. So if you can chop up the best of those different conversations, blend it into one, and then say, oh, do you want to call me before we schedule? Listen to this recording. And then that might eliminate some calls. But also, I'm thinking about single point of failure. You're awesome. I hope you live to be 197. In the event that you are sick one day, we are lost. So how do we ensure that we have a backstop?
Sure. I mean, I do think that the idea of having a call with a grant manager, and this is for any organization, like I do this too when I'm applying for my other hobbies, is that you're saying like, this is exactly my question, my concern, my interest. And so it's super normal for any grant entity to have somebody that's back there just answering a bunch of questions, right? So I like that. I mean, we do have a facts page, right? Like an FAQ page. But reading is always not everybody's like strong suit, myself. But I do still like having please just reach out to me and we'll talk it through, because I can give the background of like the commission, like you can watch these meetings and hear what they're talking about and hear their interests. And like this meeting specifically, I will guide some people to listen to this of what's the context behind these decisions, right? That doesn't really answer the question, but I'm just saying, I actually prefer to talk to people instead of having like for the 7 to 70. So far, not 70, but we're getting there.
Yeah, I mean, you could give the argument that on the website, you could almost have like a workflow thing. So it says, do you live outside of the city of Boulder? This is what you need to do. Do you live inside the city of Boulder? Then this is what you need to do. That way you start off just kind of being inclusive.
And that can be great for visual learners too.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I hear what other people are saying, like you start to read that as, oh, I can't do this. We're trying to remove that barrier. So if we immediately say, if you live outside of Boulder, all you need to do is this. This is great.
Yeah.
Just an idea.
will report though, we are almost out of our grant writing fund applications. I got the 7th today and we only have 8 for this year. So we are getting a lot of new applicants. So
That's good.
I do think we are getting new applicants. Yeah, that's the other ones that I know have come in.
That's really good.
Great.
So at this point, is there anything that we as commissioners should be doing to encourage these partnerships? For example, if one of our liaison groups is the Museum of Boulder or it's the dairy, we have a conversation with them, like, you may get applicants who are asking to partner with you. Which I'm hoping you'll allow that, but please let me know if you have any questions. We're just encouraging people to have some kind of Boulder connection if we don't, or if they don't have actual office headquarters. So that, we have, we're focusing, we're doing the Boulder focus, but we want to allow other people to apply, but they may need to have a partnership with you. They're asking to use your percent, pay you to write your percent.
I think that's a good idea. You may choose to be proactive and just, reach out to all your liaison organizations and just say, look, this is the new rule. We really would love for you to step up. I think I would add to that. Make sure they know that this doesn't need to be a huge burden. Right? We'll talk about this more at the grant writing or grant training, but to get you all aligned on what partnership means. But you can say, like, we want this to be accessible. We want it to be defined broadly. And so you should talk to Lauren if you're interested in collaborating. And if you come across organizations that are outside of Boulder that might be interested, say, like, yeah, you probably can do this. Let's talk to Lauren. Figure it out. Yeah, that kind of communication would be great.
All right, let's see. Any other discussion do we need to vote, Matt, or where do we stand?
No, let's just mark it down to talk about in August.
Okay, August, huh? That seems so far away. It's gonna be here in like 2 weeks. All right, Ebony.
Well, thank you so much for giving me the floor, Bruce. I am so honored and humbled. Oh my gosh, you can't see it on the screen right now. Matt just brought out a really fun napkin. Thank you so much. That's the first thing I have to start with. Thank you so much for the opportunity to work with y'all. This is going to be a little dramatic, but first off, thank you to City Council. It's been an honor to serve my city using my experiences in service design across the tech and nonprofit sectors. Next, I'd love to thank the liaison organizations I've gotten the chance to work with. It genuinely brings me joy to make introductions and to strengthen community ties and create new neighborhood opportunities. Chris, Lisa, and Lauren, thank you for showing me what a well-oiled machine looks like in the face of extreme and unforeseen circumstances that arise in the midst of serving a city as grand as Boulder. Matt, thank you for giving me a PhD in civic leadership. To my fellow commissioners, thank you for the chance to revolutionize the eligibility requirements to be more youth inclusive and collaboration focused, in addition to improving the list of Boulder County's multicultural organizations. Thanks, Bruce, on that one. And finally, thank you to Kathleen for teaching me what it means to be a commissioner. You and I are completely opposed on almost every issue, and I love it because both you taught me what it means to be respectful in these conversations, what it means to even have that perspective that you bring a lot of times. And I wouldn't be a good commissioner if you hadn't been on the commission. So thank you so much for what you've done. And I'm looking forward to helping build a better Boulder from afar. I'm moving to the East Coast to help my family and to troubling times that we're having. My email address is on the BAC website, so please reach out if there's any way I can help you or anyone listening or anyone on the commission in my last week as a Boulder Arts and Culture Commissioner. Thank you again, and I really appreciate this opportunity.
Wow.
Thank you, Ebony. I think I speak for all my fellow commissioners when I say you will be missed. You bring a vibrant, energetic voice to the Arts Commission. And though I might not agree with you on everything, damn, I love to hear your side because it makes me think about stuff usually in a very different way. And that's what this is all about, right? So thank you for all your time that you've put in.
Thanks.
I was just gonna add, yeah, thank you so much. I also feel like I've learned so much by working with you and really inspired by your engagement out in the community. Everything I go to, you're out there talking to people about how to improve arts in the city. I'm getting all misty. And you really taught me a lot about how to look through the lens of inclusion in different ways that I wouldn't normally think of. And the wisdom of youth. It's been really an honor.
Oh, I'm sad that you're leaving us. Yeah, I can't believe another way. I really appreciate getting to know you. Thank you for all your contributions. I think perspective. I think you made us all think a lot. And that's a lot to accomplish in time. Sure. And done it with humor and energy, and you are a great advocate. So you're an advocate for the arts and for all human beings. So thank you. Yeah, and I wish you the best.
Sorry that your family is going through a hard time. I'm bummed. I thought you were just gonna like join us by.
Do need to kind of dedicate that time to my family, but I will still be cheering on Boulder so hardcore. So watch out. I might be attending meetings as
Kind of like grind through the financials of these like.
Yeah.
No, I'm gonna eat chili, but. What am I gonna do next year without you?
Thank you so much, Bruce.
Is this your last meeting?
Oh, this is my last commission meeting, but I can't wait to see all of you on February 1st at the Year Ahead gallery from 6 to 8 p.m.
Well, thank you very much, Ebony, for everything you've contributed to the Arts Commission. Community's better for it. Well, moving on. Matt, what do you got for us?
All right, so while you're thinking about your questions on the memo and the step updates, I want to throw it over to Lauren to talk about a few events coming up because Lauren is ready to go.
Let's go. Okay. That's way too excited there. Hold on. So. I just wanted to get these onto your calendars if they're not already, please. The training is tomorrow. I'm sorry, it's right after this meeting because when I planned that, we weren't having meetings the last day of the month just yet. So it should not take 2 hours, but we will talk through the grant program, talk through just kind of some stuff, how to access your, I mean, a lot of you have gone through this process already. However, I would really like you to join me to talk through it. And then we have an important discussion as part of this about the scoring system and the rubric and how we all or really how all of y'all, the commission, are thinking about the rubric and thinking about the scoring. So it is an important session to join. It's on Zoom. So let me know whenever you want me to send you or I'll just send the Zoom information to everybody. I will be recording it, but it's a lot better discussion if it's not just two people talking. So please let me know if you have any questions about that and see you tomorrow. The Year Ahead that I did not pay money to advertise, but it's going to be super fun. It's at our gallery.
Where's that?
It's just right on Broadway and Pearl. So a couple blocks after
Prana is just
yes.
past Prana
Yes.
on Broadway.
Yes.
Oh, past Prana
Yeah, like
Yes.
half a block past Prana
on the same side.
Yeah.
on Broadway.
Mhm.
Yes, same side, yeah.
So we'll have organizations and artists giving their 1-minute presentations. There'll be bar, like a paid bar, because we can move to the bar, there'll be some snacks though. And our gallery has some really cool work up right now. So I'm happy to be having it there. We'll have a band. This just was confirmed today, the media and the arts panel. So Boulder Arts Week, Create Boulder, the Boulder County Arts Alliance, and I believe the CBB are organizing together with us behind the scenes because we can't support journalists, but it is 4 journalists from different local outlets that will be on a panel at E-Town. So talking about how, what local organizations and artists need to do to be able to best connect with the local media outlets, essentially. Nick will be moderating. It'll just be cool panel, also like snacks and food for purchase. And then Boulder Arts Week, put it on your calendar. It's going to be super, super fun. This is our 10th year, which is crazy. There's lots of exciting things. The banners are already up on Pearl Street on Pearl Street. This year there is a deadline if you want to get into a print. We're doing a print pullout, kind of like what Biff does with Boulder Weekly. So there'll be like a printed thing of events. The deadline for that is in March. So if you want to tell your liaison organizations, the deadline to get into the print media is March 22nd. You can still post online after that, and we're giving up 16 sponsorships Friday from our office for Boulder Arts Week events too.
And March 22nd is the deadline to get into the city again.
Into a Boulder Weekly, like a pullout. You know what I'm talking about? Like a little magazine insert that people can carry around and go to Boulder Arts Week events. I think it's going to be. That's like I'm excited for that one this year. It's like a new kind of push. Yeah.
Is it the Arts and Culture Office that's putting on the media panel?
No.
Who is that?
So the Boulder County Arts Alliance, Boulder.
Create Boulder and
the
the CBB and Boulder Arts Week. Technically, we can't like engage that closely with journalists. So we're supported behind the scenes.
Shouldn't.
You shouldn't.
The relationship between government and the media needs to be sort of at an arm's length. It's more of a practice than a rule, but if they're going to pay journalists to be there, we don't want to pay journalists to avoid the perception of conflict.
Okay, fair enough. All right. Thank you.
What was the deadline for the pullout?
March 22nd.
Are we all gonna wear the same color at the year ahead? Are we doing anything cute?
I'm wearing all sequins. I'm gonna wear all sequins. You guys will do. You want me to call them and tell them? We're streaming it too.
Hold your board meeting there. You can meet.
That's an interesting idea.
I have enough space before. We are streaming it. It'll be streamed on the city's YouTube. So I'll be posting about that too, where people can watch it from home if they want.
I'll be wearing this suit.
Sequence. Brand. It's ridiculous.
All right, sorry to move us on from that. Are there any questions about the manager's memo and particularly staff updates?
I had a question, Matt.
Yeah.
I think you mentioned that the public art accessibility signage is on hold. I'm just curious on some background on that. Maybe I've missed it in a previous meeting.
No, you didn't. The reason it's on hold is until we hire a new public art administrator and we want them to pick it back up. So we have funding in place. We have a plan in place. We just need someone to run it.
Great. And can you give us an update on how that's going, the search?
Yeah, it's great. We had a lot of candidates. We had 49, I think 48, 49 candidates, qualified candidates for the position. We've narrowed that down to 8 and we're setting up interviews hopefully the week of March 6th. We're hoping to have someone in place by February 6th. We're hoping to have someone in place at the earliest March 1st.
Great.
So we'll probably introduce them to you at the March meeting.
I did have a comment, a question, a comment. Have we come to be on?
No, that's not.
No, okay. Just so excited about it.
If anyone has any other questions, shoot me an email, schedule a meeting, be happy to talk to them. So next on matters from staff, Lauren has some new proposals for you to
Yes. Okay.
consider.
So you saw the application in your packet. This is the background slide that I have for you, and then just ask any questions. And then also I do have some motion language for you, which I'll explain in a second. So this is a new partnership with eTown. They reached out to us to see if we can run a similar fee waiver program that we do with Mackey Auditorium. So it's one fee waiver per month that they will organize, which is different from Mackey. Theirs is just kind of whenever they need. Most of the other aspects though are very similar to the arrangement with Mackey Auditorium. This is a formula review and administrative approval also that we do with Mackey Auditorium. Do you have any questions about this partnership agreement?
Before we go into questions, I just want to thank E-Town for
Yes,
being civic minded, responding to the venue crisis right now and using their asset, their facility for the good of the community at a time that's really needed. So we definitely need to pat them on the back.
This is a.
No, please.
A couple questions. Is this an actual waiver where they would not charge for the venue? Or are they getting a discount like Mackey does?
I think they are doing like Mackey where they will waive the fee, the actual paid fee. And then if there's staff needed or tech staff, or then the organization will be, or individual will be responsible for staffing.
And they can apply to our venue rental funds when we have them,
Yeah,
and they're not all
They're out of
spent
yeah.
to supplement that cost.
yes.
And I'll point one more thing out, which is we're talking with colleagues in our department. Chris Jones had suggested that free parking might be able to be a part of arrangement for events.
Sponsorship. In-kind sponsor.
That would be great.
How would you do free parking?
We have QR codes that we can print out as part of the program. So in garages, so there are strictly specific only events where they could use parking, not on the weekends, because parking is free on the weekends, but anything in E-Town during the week. The 15th and Pearl Garage can easily accommodate parking.
That's a technical question, harping back to our conversation about the eligibility requirements. If this would be considered a partnership with a local organization, can we just eliminate the general eligibility requirement? Bullet? Would they automatically be eligible?
I mean, that would be up to the commission. I mean, like, I would say, yeah, I'm very,
I'm gonna contradict.
dang it. I say yes, I'm
I
very.
don't think we
pro,
want to
like,
keep with general eligibility, but I think we could put a note in the application.
Yeah.
E-Town sponsorship, the E-Town rental grant to say like, if you get a note from E-Town,
Yeah, I'm just noticing that there's a bullet here that your eligibility requirement, that you meet general eligibility
Yeah.
requirements, which would then like
Circle
back to, yeah.
yeah, no, I think we must put that on everything.
Okay, gotcha.
But we'll put a note in when they sign up saying like, if you're outside of Boulder, we consider a letter from E-Town saying you booked this
Got it.
as a partnership letter.
I will say that the general eligibility requirements are independent of the. They're separate and independent of the headquarters requirements. And so E-Town is not, this does not include.
Got it. Okay,
headquarters.
gotcha.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
You.
I just want to say thank you, E-Town.
Yeah.
Thank you, Lauren and Matt and the whole staff for allowing this possibility. It's like. It's no brainer, like, why haven't we included E-Town? Why is it only Mackey, right? And I'm just hoping this maybe paves the way for other venues. too.
Well, that's my question. Where did
Yeah.
you solicit them or did they just approach us?
They approached us. So the agreement with Mackey is from, it's an old city agreement because I believe we helped them build Mackey Auditorium, right?
But
So that, yeah, renovate it. So that agreement just is something that came through that agreement timeline. We haven't solicited anybody for this, but I think the town recognized how much venue, and I think it was actually after that venue panel that happened there, right? The research panel discussion, they realized how important it is and how hard it is for organizations and individuals to get space. So they came to us and said, hey, can you help us with this? Because you guys do it.
yeah, because it's definitely a recognized like number top
Oh,
three of.
It's incredible.
Yeah, so I'm wondering if we could do any kind of outreach to try to get more, like Roots Music. To be able to get them to sign up for this thing. I mean, I could think of 100 places in town that.
No other venues.
Other venue.
Yeah.
Yeah, sorry, I
Oh,
didn't make
man.
that clear. Yeah, I'd love to say lots of places. What?
Me too.
Yeah. The only thing I would ask, though, is if we do solicit, and I think we should do this with Mackey, and if we approve E-Town, that I think it's only fair to give organizations a real kind of sense of how much this free thing will cost them.
Right.
Or else you're just setting them up for failure. So for Mackey, we all know that the $1,000 covers the rental, but you have to use this, and this, which is another, let's say a couple $1,000s. Is that realistic? Couple,
Yeah.
even more.
More than that,
Yeah.
It can be.
So I think E-Town could help out by listing venues free, but we do require that you use this. Approximate cost would be this. And then if we get a few more places, then people can compare apples to apples. I don't know where the potato thing came from. Yes.
So 2 points that are kind of arising for me here. E-Town is particularly well located in terms of, economic diversity that people want to bring in who maybe use bus primarily and don't have a car. Love that you're giving free parking. Great. But some people really only go by bus. So if we're going to start soliciting, can we make sure that we're not only soliciting folks who are way out in the world of Boulder County who don't have any buses near them, to the point where we're actually disenfranchising some folks whose tax dollars are going to support that endeavor. The other thought that's coming up for me is making it very, very, very clear that E-Town will not have a hand up or extra incentive when it comes to their grant applications. Because I'm worried that there's going to be some folks who are like, oh, BAC is soliciting. Let me go ahead and sign up. We're friends now. I'm pretty sure I'm going to get that grant. So how do we make sure that that's very clear that this is something that you're doing out of the kindness of your heart, not something that you're going to expect $300,000 over the next 4 years for?
Absolutely. And conversely, when I think of soliciting, so I purposely, if I go to an event, I buy my own tickets. I don't ask for free space. We pay for any event space, any band, anything. I also worry that when I call people and say, hey, are you up to this? They're like, ooh, the city that gives us $50,000 is asking for this thing. Maybe we should do it. Right. Like my concern is we don't want to abuse the kind of position that we have with anybody. Right. So I think it's a really extremely generous of E-Town. And it's like, I'm very, very happy to help with it. It's very minimal on our end, but I'm worried about actively soliciting for that power dynamic thing,
If there's some sort of quid pro quo.
Yeah.
Or even the perceived quid pro quo, because that's another piece of we represent the city.
And I think it's heightened for all of you. If you were to reach out as the people making grant decisions. So caution against.
Yeah.
So we gotta think that through, how we reach out. I think it is important that we celebrate E-Town and say doesn't stop here, but we'll just have to think through how to do that.
And I'm also thinking it will help E-Town as well, because the pandemic was very hard on all of it. A lot of it. And to know that they had wonderful local arts performances going on, and that they were filling their hall. They were always looking for good shows to.
Yeah, no, and I just think that there's so many places that would value something like this, the Spark place where we had our retreat. I bet they would, I wonder if they even know that they could offer that.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think we should try to put maybe, a Boulder County Arts Alliance puts it out there for us rather than it come from us. Yeah.
I also think reaching out to the for-profit venues might be another good step.
Absolutely.
The Spark does do sliding scale if you email them.
Right, right.
Way back.
I mean, can you imagine a world where Chautauqua Auditorium is available once a month for free to artists?
Yes.
That would be amazing, but we have to make the change. We have to start that ball rolling, and I think it's doable. But, we aspire to get to that point, but, E-Town is great. It's wonderful that they've offered to do this. Now let's try to get more. Ebony.
One other note, pulling off Bruce's, beautiful speech. I'm wondering, is there any chance there could just be like a 2-sentence piece of the FAQ where it does have a very, very high level? If you wanted to be part of the fee waiver, this is the person you reach out to. These are like the requirements and, not too in depth, but exactly what you're kind of saying. We're not actively soliciting, but we're providing information in the event that you wanted to offer. Yeah.
I think a lot of organizations, they have the want to do it, they just don't know how to get there.
Yeah, we have so many venues, so let's give them the opportunity to bring more people into their space. It's a win-win. Do we need to vote?
Oh, thank you. There is motion.
That's why I'm sitting here.
Yeah. You are. This is a motion that you would have seen with the rest of the grant program. And this is just so it can be delegated to staff like Mackie, the venues, the professional development grants. So we're just doing this to make sure that they're all following the same.
Can I do my nonsense on that?
Yeah.
Okay, so the structure of the applications, all of that is the responsibility of staff. So we take your recommendation. What I'm hearing from everyone is that you endorse this, you should move forward, and the application looks good. Right, so that's one thing. The vote is actually about specifically that delegation of the decision. So just a little there.
Okay. Would somebody like to make a motion? Kathleen?
I move that final approval of the E-Town fee waiver awards be delegated to staff.
Thank you. Is there a second?
I'll second that.
Thank you, Caroline. Any discussion? Okay.
Can't see Maria.
Oh, I'm sorry. Maria, you there?
Oh, okay.
Did we lose Maria?
Which,
Oh, there she is.
camera off.
Let's see. I just want to be sure I'm not missing you, Maria, if you had anything to add. Not hearing anything. We will move on. Let's see. So we have a motion on the table. All those in favor? I believe the motion passes unanimously. Oh, there. It's unanimous. Yay. Thank you, Maria.
Great, thanks, everyone.
Thanks, everybody.
So to close out this meeting on a contrite note. So for the, okay. Since we added commissioners to our number, moving from 5 to 7. I have been misinterpreting the sunshine laws. So there's language in the city charter that talks about a majority being a quorum, and that was the language that we were using previous, but I was advised by our attorneys that there's actually state law around what that means that I need to correct. So here's the rule. Is that any more than 2 commissioners in a meeting, in an email chain, or any other correspondence talking about city business is considered meeting business. Okay. So what that means is that, first of all, if 3 of you show up, so just to be clear, in the past I had said 3 because I was talking about majority of 4, right? So, okay, it's 2. If 3 of you show up to an arts event, or find each other at a coffee shop, you cannot discuss business, right? You need to, and what the attorneys have advised us is you need to actually get together and say, hey, we're going to sit down and have a cup of coffee, but we're not going to talk about business. Let's all agree on that. That is fine, right? But if an email goes out to 2 of you, it's fine. 3 of you, it's not. That's considered city business. You'll let me know, and we'll put it in the packet as publicly noticed. And then any event like the year ahead, where I'm hoping all of you, most of you will be there. But if there's an actual event that we're sponsoring and there's more than 2 of you, 3 or more of you are at that event, we have to publicly notice it in the paper, in the News from City Hall section. And we need to allow the public to observe the meeting, and we need to have a recording minutes or audio or visual.
If it's been planned in advance.
Correct.
Yeah.
And then any subcommittee of the Arts Commission that you form can only be 2. So.
Could you conceivably do 3 and publicly notice it?
I believe there would be a mechanism. I'd have to check with the city clerk and city attorney's office to walk that through. Because there are restrictions in the charter about how commissions can form subcommittees and the council as well. So there's a protocol to go through. But 2 people's, so.
Okay. Great.
Chris, do you have anything you want to add to that?
Matt, can I ask a question?
Yeah.
So if it's 2 commissioners and you, is that still public record?
No, because I'm not a commissioner, so I don't know.
Okay, great.
So just to be clear, so we're all on the same page. Because I see Kathleen at a lot of events I go to.
Yeah.
And, you know, we talk about the art on the wall. As soon as a 3rd commissioner comes over, we can talk about the art on the wall. We just can't talk about Arts Commission business.
Correct.
Yeah. So I just want to be clear that we can all talk and see each other in our small city.
One of us doesn't have to leave.
Right, exactly. I just want to be sure everybody, yeah, I want to be sure everybody clearly understands that. One of you doesn't have to walk away. I know.
I just to add to that, so the area where this has become an issue is if there is a meeting where 2 of you are invited to discuss, something maybe with somebody who's planning to write a grant or is interested in what happens with the Arts Commission, and then for some reason another commissioner got that invite and shows up, then you have to decide who's leaving. And that has happened with us in other commissions. So just acknowledging that those situations do happen. So the minute that if you acknowledge that business is going to be discussed and there's more than 2 commissioners there, that you need to expect that one of them leaves the conversation.
Yep. Cool. Thank you for the clarification, Matt. Did you? Oh. Let's see. Does that conclude your?
Yes, all done. Thank you.
Okay.
I have a question. Since Ebony's leaving, then when are we getting another?
Yes, so we'll submit the resignation, which we'll talk about in a second. And so Kathleen's seat will be empty and council has the option to appoint.
Where are we in that process with the?
Still taking nominations, applications, and then, yeah, I think.
One more week. So if you know anybody,
Yeah,
please have them get an application in as soon as possible.
How many people have applied so far for the Arts Commission? Ballpark.
The last time I received an update, now that was about a week ago, there weren't any, but it was really stressed to me that most wait till the ask. And it really was stressed to me.
Okay.
Because that's the case with most of the other commissions. They might have gotten 1 here or there, maybe at the most it was 2. So
Okay.
it said, be hopeful, be hopeful.
that doesn't indicate how many people have started applications but didn't hit submit yet.
Right.
Yeah, so I venture to say all of us are somewhat active on some social media channels. Perhaps, if you can post something, just to try to get more people applying. If Lauren wants to, or somebody wants to send the commissioners like a 50-word thing that we can just copy and paste.
Yeah, you can also share ours because that would help my, yeah,
That's the best thing to do, because it'll.
it'll help my,
Yeah.
go back to my,
I email my liaison. Say, do you have anyone on your board, on your staff? Folks that you know in the community who are, would like to serve.
I have this little flyer. I think I got it in an email, but I have a little flyer that has like a little info thing.
Oh, that's on the front door over there.
Amazing, yeah.
And we also have RFAQ, which we'll send you the link to.
Yeah, I guess I'm trying to push the concept of we're arts commissioners. Many of our friends know we're arts commissioners. I want to get people to apply for the Arts Commission, not the dozen other commissions. It's wonderful. They need people too, but let's worry about the Arts Commission, especially when I hear Lisa say that.
Yeah.
That way, if they have a question, oh, have you liked being on the Arts Commission? And to be fair, every time we do something like that, it's just more exposure for the
Yes.
work the Arts Commission is doing and the Arts and Culture Office is doing. So we need to let people know, these grants are available. Being an arts commissioner is like one cool way to be involved, and
I would note that we are working on our synergies between the Arts Commission and the Downtown Management Commission and the University Hill Commercial Area Management Commission and the Boulder Junction Access District Commission, all of which have several vacancies. So if you do have some folks, while I understand and appreciate your priority as the Arts Commission, would not mind you also offering up those as other options.
fair enough. Thank you, Chris.
The line calls it out. Artists should be embedded in all. of them.
It's true. That's a very good point. Thank you for mentioning that. That's very true. Let's see. So before we adjourn, is there anything else anybody wants to talk about?
I have a non-businessy thing, just to follow up from last time, because I never found time to come to the office and pick up the drawings. Is that something we can still do, or?
Yeah, absolutely. So just, let me know when you.
Did you get your portrait, Ebony, to bring back to?
Can you bring it to February 1st?
Yes, yeah, I'll do that. How about bringing, everyone's.
Be great.
Thank you.
And it's somewhat, can you get a tube to put them in?
Yeah, that's probably a good idea.
So they don't get banged up during the event.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's a great idea. I'll do that.
okay, especially if it's windy outside.
Having received mine, I can tell you they're frameable.
Oh, nice.
It was a lovely thing that we.
So excited.
I will send you links to them. Is that good?
Yeah.
Can you send it to me?
Frame.
Yeah, I'm gonna send it to everybody.
The drawing you made of yours.
Yeah, I know, I have yours on my fridge.
It's 10:08. This will be like a world record in the meeting. But before we do, we never get this opportunity because it's always like midnight. Is there anything any of us are doing in our personal or professional lives that you want to share? Take a second just to let people know you have a performance coming up or anything.
I have one in March. I think March 16th, but I'm not sure yet. But I'll send when I have the actual details. It's gonna be a deviate.
Cool.
Yeah.
Is it?
Huh? It's retro.
Yeah.
And that's the perfect venue for what we were just talking
Yeah,
about.
exactly.
Let them know.
So they have
I
a,
have a note.
you just have to talk to the organizer. They're just kind of hard to get a hold of.
Right, but and I appreciate you saying that. That's not usually a fee,
Yeah,
but let's help them get the word out.
yeah, exactly. Totally.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anything else?
Sing with a group called Contabulate. We have 2 concerts, actually President's Day weekend. I hope some people are here to come to it in February. So the Friday night and the Sunday afternoon. At First Congregational Church.
Yeah.
And it's an interesting program. It's some classical, but also spirituals and other songs that deal with struggle. So,
Where is it?
it's First Congregational Church, which is just across the museum.
Oh, amazing. Okay, yeah.
It's right. And I guess the other thing is that I am going to continue to work with Create Boulder. Particularly after I leave the commission, on the idea of an arts and culture complex. And what we could do, as we work toward that vision, what we could do in the interim to provide more space for artists to work, live, have, rehearsal venue space. And there are some possibilities. So we're hoping to really pursue that conversation. So if you can always contact me or Deborah Malden or Jan Burton, or there's Nick Forster from Town is involved. We're hoping to be able to raise some money, actually get the ball. See whether we could, make this vision work.
And just to add on to that, there's this grand plan to try to make something really cool and big, but there's also some intermediate things that they're trying to do as well to get to that point. And that stuff is the stuff that really interests me, turning some of the city-owned properties into something to do with the arts, whether it's when BMOCA moves and there's that space, Vista High School space has come up, the senior center space has come up. So really cool things that create Boulders trying to make happen. And I would encourage you all to be aware of them if you're not already.
I was really excited to hear that a kitchen was a part of the complex, yeah, for the culinary arts. Because I actually just recently met with some folks living in the mobile home communities, and a lot of the women are housekeepers and they don't want to do it anymore. Their bodies are tired and they love cooking, and they see, Mexican food all around town, but it's not their Mexican food. So
Yeah.
I'm excited to see that kitchens are hopefully these part.
Create a part of our lives.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyone else?
One more event on February 15th, so 2 Wednesdays from now, from 9 a.m. to 10 a.m. Mountain Standard Time. Oh my gosh, thank you, Caroline, for writing it down. The Watson Institute, where I'm Senior Director of Global Community Engagement, we're hosting our 2nd annual Ford Motor Company Fund Fellowship Summit. It should be a pretty good shindig. We've got really good young global entrepreneurs from Mexico, South Africa, Kenya, China. Name another country, we probably got it going on there too, but it's only an hour, but it's one of the most inspirational hours of your year, hopefully. So if you have a chance to attend the Ford Motor Company Fund Fellowship Summit hosted by Watson Institute, if you Google that, you'll get there, and I'll see you there.
Thank you. Anyone else?
I got handed our adaptive dance program at Boulder Ballet. I did 10 weeks last fall, and it was really amazing. And I have it going on now, Sundays at 1:30. So it's for middle school age children, like about that age range, with physical and cognitive disabilities. And it's free because it's paid for by a grant from a CFD. Yeah. Yes, at Boulder Ballet. On Sundays at 1:30 for an hour, if anyone's beautiful. I've never gotten to work with this group of people before.
I imagine they're lucky having you as a teacher.
I guess.
But
Yeah, we have a lot of fun.
Cool. Anyone else? All right. Let's just looking at Maria, making sure she doesn't have her now. All right. Well, thank you, everybody. Let's see, 7:36.
Wow.
Meeting is adjourned.
Right. Good luck, Ebony.
Thank you.
Thank you, everybody.
See you all
Bye.
tomorrow for training.